Hello dear students. In this video, I will upload the concept of recent trends in current asset management, which is a last topic in module 3. That is recent trends in current asset management means, as I already discussed in the class, the managing of inventory or cash management or receivables management. There are different tools and techniques we're going to use out, right? So in inventory management, Kanban and Six Sigma concept and EOQ, FNSD, VED, these kind of techniques will be a recent trends in the management of assets, right? And when it comes to cash management, again there are different techniques were there, and in receivables management also there were several techniques were there, as I already discussed with you, right? So in this video, again in 21st century, what are all the changes were there in the current asset management techniques, we're going to discuss it now. Okay, as you all know, current asset means it's the always the time duration of it is within 1 year, and it is a short term asset for the any kind of a organization, right? In the same way, current liabilities also, which is also a shorter term period, that is less than 1 year, it will, the operational effects will be affected. So the first recent current trends in current asset management is a strong data strategy. Okay, so a strong data strategy means the managers are turning to advanced analytics and machine learning technologies to help them to make sense of a deluge of data. This allows them to keep up with the competition, better understand their portfolios, and make data-based decisions that can improve performance. That is, a strong data strategy means whatever the kind of accounts maintenance, it will all going to maintained in the books of a organization in the earlier generations. Okay, but as of now everything is in green accounting, and every transactions which are related to the organization, which were all going to recorded in the green accounting system only. For every organization there will be a separate software development will be there. Okay, on that software development there are different kinds of systems were there. In that the current asset management also one of the tools going to used. Okay, that is in order to maintain the payroll of employees, the software is there, and in order to maintain the human resource accounting, the software is there. That is, in the same software itself they are going to develop, or they are going to build how to enter the data as per their requirement, which is needed to the organizational requirement and organizational aspects which are to be recorded in the that particular software. Okay, means deluge of data means the representation of data. Means I want the data in a row format, and other organization want the data in horizontal format. Okay, that is balance sheet format. The earlier, that is in a traditional way, if we are going to prepare the balance sheet, then it will be T format, right? But as of now all the organizations were going to use the vertical shape balance sheet only. Okay, so this is all because of the organizational needs and their requirements. As per their needs and requirements, they are going to change the deluge of data, that is the representation of the data as per their requirement. Okay, that is when it comes to current asset management or current liabilities management, the current assets management, it will be going to managed in the form of T format. Okay, in earlier days, but as of now it is also going to manage in a T format, sorry, vertical format. That is how we are going to prepare the balance sheet. Like that only we are going to prepare the statement of current asset management. Okay, so this is about a strong data strategy, that is the maintenance of the data in a proper and the systematic way, in a green accounting system, not in a paper or paper type of accounting. Everything will be in a form of green accounting, that is everything is digitalized now, right? So that's why a strong data strategy is also one of the current asset management trend. Okay, the second trend is improved investor reporting. Okay, as investor experience increased anxiety around the security of their investments, there is also an increasing demand to know where their money is going and how it's performing. See, in a current asset management also there are different investment avenues will come. That is the marketable securities. Okay, marketable securities means, as we already discussed, marketable securities are unrestricted short-term financial instruments that are issued either for equity securities or for debt securities of a publicly listed companies. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪನೀಸು ಪಬ್ಲಿಕಲಿ ಲಿಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ ಆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಬಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟೀಸ್ನ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಬಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟೀಸನ್ನು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಟೂ ಟೈಪ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟೀಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅನದರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಡೆಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟೀಸ್. ಓಕೆ, when it comes to equity securities or debt securities, there are different kinds of aspects will come. That is like treasury bills, commercial papers, commercial bills, government bonds, debentures. Okay, so this and other kind of a short term loans and advances, and other types of short term assets. Okay, so if these will comes, then the investors they are going to make an investment, right? So if they are going to make an investment, then the proper data regarding to that, the maintenance is also requires, right? That is if they are going to invest in commercial papers. Okay, that is one of the short term security, right? That is a short term asset only. Okay, if we make an investment on that, we will get the return, right? So then it will be become as a asset for the who is going to make an investment in that, right? So then on that commercial paper, the maturity date will be on a 90 days. Okay, 90 days means yes, of course, the commercial paper will mature and we earn the money, and there also, that is the other party, the counterparty also earn the money, right? So there is a mutual benefit in it, right? But whether the investor is have the sufficient return or not, that thing also required, right? Because these investors will act as the stakeholders for the organization, right? So if there is no proper relationship with the stakeholders, then the sustainability in the market, it is not possible for the organization, right? So that is why they need to maintain the harmonious relationship with the investors also, and whatever their wishes or whatever their suggestions, they have to take it, that is the company have to take it, and as per that they need to change certain things in the organization. Okay, and this is the second current asset management, that is trend. And the third trend is end of the 60/40 portfolio. Okay, portfolio means, as I already told in earlier classes, that is the combination of a different securities or avenues. Okay, that is while starting any organization, there will be a certain classification of the funds, right? That is 60 percentage of the equity or 40 percentage of the debt. Okay, this is also one kind of a portfolio, and wherein when it comes to the investment avenues, right? I'm going to invest in mutual fund, and I'm going to invest in LIC, and I'm going to invest in bonds, and I'm going to invest in debentures, and I'm going to invest in equities, that is purchasing of treasury bills, commercial papers. Okay, these are all different portfolios, right? That is here the traditional 60 by 40 portfolio, where 60% is invested in stocks and 40% is in bonds, that is liabilities, right, has been losing stem for a while. Investors are looking for more diversification, and managers are responding with the products that offer exposure to alternative assets such as private equity and hedge funds. See, in the earlier days, how it was there means 60 by 40 portfolio, 60 percentage in stocks and 40 percentage in bonds, that is in liabilities end. Okay, but as of now, the trend means the trend of this was ending, and new trend coming up, like as I told, investing in mutual fund, investing in other things, and investing in LIC, and investing in post office, and investing in other kind of investment avenues, derivatives, bonds, okay, debentures, these kind of things. Okay, so there actually what's happening means the shift of the investment in equities is shifting towards the other segments also. Okay, not just investing of whole money or the much part of the money in stocks. They are dispersing their investment in different kind of aspects, that is in different kinds of portfolios, because to get generated with a diversified portfolio income. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ನಾನು ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲ್ ಫಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ರೈಟ್. ದರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಡೈವರ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಫೋಲಿಯೋ ಇನ್ಕಮ್. From mutual fund also I am going to get, and from LIC also I am going to get, and from treasury bills also I am going to get, and from commercial papers also I am going to get. And there is all the interest rates are fluctuating, right? So the interest rate in mutual fund may be higher, and the interest rate in commercial paper may be higher than the treasury bills or higher than the commercial papers, right? So thereby I'm going to get the differentiated profit, right? So if I'm going to get the differentiated profit, then of course I am going to stable in the market, right? That is why the 60 by 40 portfolio is ending, and the trend is like 20 by 20, 20 by 20, that is 5 avenue segments. It can be, it is changing. Okay, this is a third trend, and the fourth trend is ESG reporting and disclosures. Okay, so first of all, ESG reporting, why we have to make? Okay, that is the question will arise. First of all, ESG means first, that is abbreviation is environmental, social and governance. Okay, so environmental means it means whatever the kind of a business the organization will be going to follow, that shouldn't need to be harmful for the society, or that shouldn't need to harmful for the environment. Okay, if the kind of a business whatever is going to carry out from the organization which may be harmful for the society, means the government will not provide the license for those kind of industries or the organizations, right? And then next is social. Social means when it comes to the organization end, there shouldn't need to be any social abuses for the general consumers to purchase this kind of a product only. Okay, and whatever the kind of a thing may be, it should be in a way to justify the ultimate consumers, and it should not be harmful for them. Okay, and when it comes to governance, in the sense, the government stake will be more, that is 51% and 49%. If the company is publicly traded, then of course all the powers and authorities will be going to lies in the government only, right? As per the restrictions of the government, they need to perform their duties and responsibilities uh, when it comes to production, sales, or when it comes to transporting, or when it comes to after sales service. Everything they need to perform within the boundary of the government rules and regulations. Okay, so this is what the ESG means: environmental, social, and governance. Okay, so sustainability is no longer a niche concern. Niche concern is for a target group. There is no any restriction. Niche means target group. Okay, this ESG reporting is not at all restricted only for publicly traded companies. It will be applicable for all the kinds of companies. Okay, investors want to know that their money is being put to work in companies and industries that are committed to making a positive impact on the environment and society. Whatever the kind of a business or organization is going to be made from the company's end, that should be ultimately benefit for the consumers or the society. Okay, so that is the main motto why this ESG disclosure has been developed or improvised. Okay, ESG reporting has also become the mandatory for listed companies in many jurisdictions. See, that is for a listed companies means it's all about publicly traded companies, right? Public companies, for a public companies, ESG reporting, that is environmental, social, and governance reporting, they have to make. Okay, and this ESG will be comes under the Ministry of uh, Environment Affairs. Okay, they are going to govern this body, and if any measurements, as I told you, the carbon trading, Kyoto Protocol agreements and all, so if any violation of the laws, then they will close the license of an organization. Okay, where I left. And asset managers are following suit by providing greater transparency around the ESG aspects of their portfolio. That is, ESG is performing on the basis of transparently. That's the thing. For example, in May, the EU rolled out the Sustainable Finance Disclosure Regulation with the aim of encouraging investment in social and environmental projects, standardize ESG reporting, and prevent greenwashing. SFDR level 2 will be implemented from 1st January 2023. This is just an example. That is in May, one disclosure practice was happened, that is relating to the environmental projects. While cutting the trees, or while doing any the manufacturing activities, raw materials will be procured, right? On that basis, if any violation will be done, that is greenwashing. Greenwashing means nothing but not protecting the greenery. If there is no protection for the greenery, then that will be regarded as a greenwashing. For that, SFDR level 2, that is Sustainable Finance Disclosure Regulation, they have implemented one new regulation from 1st January 2023. Okay, this is the fourth trend. And how it is connected to the current asset management means, when it comes to current assets, there are certain things which will be going to affect to the organization, right? If the investment in portfolios, those are all becomes as a asset for the organization. So if if those will be assets for the organization, then automatically the ESG reporting and disclosure in that activity is mandatorily required. Okay. So the next trend is digital transformation and analytics. Okay, so then you may get confused that a strong data strategy and that thing, right? So here a strong data strategy means the representation of the data should be like this. Okay, whether in T format or whether in vertical format and horizontal format, these things. But here it is purely the digital transformation and analytics, that is here the technology aspect which are going to involved in the organization. It's developing nothing like anything, right? To ease this burden, asset managers are turning to digital transformation. This involves automating manual processes, adopting artificial intelligence, and using cloud-based technologies to improve efficiencies and compliance. That is, when it comes to the organization, nowadays every organizations are spending their money on the digitalization, right? So if they are going to implement the new technology or new kind of a machinery in the organization, then it will be beneficial for the organization to produce much more units, right? If they are going to produce much more units, then automatically it's a profit for the organization, right? If they receive the demand continuously, then the production stoppage will not going to happen, right? So if there is a proper technology and that is proper mix of whatever the else, land, labor, capital and organization, then this process will be very smoother, right? If there see, for example, I have to produce how much 2000 umbrellas. Okay, but I don't have any modern technology to complete within 2 days. Whether it's possible? No, right? Just leave it this. So when it comes to the production of mobile phones, okay, so there is a requirement there, nowadays the phones requirement is much more, right? So I have the demand to produce the 1300 mobile phones. Okay, if there is no any proper technology to meet that demand in 2 days, whether it's possible to earn the money from the received customer? No, right? So like this, if there is a proper technology in the organization or technological aspects how they are developed, then it is possible to complete the work within a stipulated time, or otherwise it's not possible. Okay, digital transformation is not a new concept, but the pandemic has pushed it to the top of the agenda for many asset managers. The need to support remote working arrangements and meet the increasing demands of digital savvy investors has meant that firms have to invest in digital transformation at an accelerated pace, right? So now you all know the pandemic has changed everything, right? So office shifted to home, that is work from home. Like this, if there is no any technological development, okay, if I have to attend one meeting, then I don't have the laptops or I don't have any internet accessibility, then how could I attend the meeting, right? So that's why this kind of a technology aspects develop there is a development, and as well as there is a boon or bane, both will be there, but we have to concentrate on boons only, because nowadays without the technology revolution nothing will happen, right? In earlier days our parents used to say we don't have any phones to use, and our lives were very settled and all. But nowadays phone is everything, or digitalization is everything, right? So from this digitalization, in Bangalore and all, certain shocking effects were there for the humans, by using this phones and all. The analytic signals will be going to passed out. So from that passing of those signals and all, automatically the man feels that electricity shock in their body, right? So there is a advantage and also the disadvantage, but still when it comes to the organization perspective, we need to think it's a advantage. Okay, that is a scientific management concept you have to remember, right? So in a scientific management, if the technology is not the thing, then the managing in a scientific way of the organization it's very difficult task. Okay, so this is the another trend, and the next trend is talent retention strategies. Okay, so the talent retention strategies means I am a very see, one person, a person is a good manager and is a very clever manager in the organization. Okay, so he feels that or she feels that I don't want to stay in this organization, there will be no any increment at all, why we have to stay in this organization. Okay, they will get this motto, and they want to shift the organization from one to another. Okay, from a organization to another organization they want to shift. Just think. Okay, yes, organization signed, and organization if accepted their resignation letter, then they can go for that other organization, right? But if they are going to shift from one organization to another organization, then they will come to know what means they have already came to know that what are all the secrets of our business organization, right? So if they know the secrets of the organization, if as a organization member, if I left them to shift for another organization, then it will be a greater problem for me, right? Whatever the tools, technologies, or any kind of a suggestions we are going to use in our organization, automatically everything will be shifted to other organization. So from that, whatever the strategies I may use, I may not be able to stable in the market, because I have lost that employee, right? And he knows or she knows every secrets of the organization, right? So if that kind of things happen, then it will be a greater problem for the organization. That is why nowadays the new trend been there, that is if the employee is given a resignation letter, then automatically they will counsel them. ಓಕೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೊಂದು ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ನ ಬಿಡಬೇಡ್ರಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ನಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ರಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಪರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಆಸೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಿನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್ಸು ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವರನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಕನ್ಸರ್ನಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ರಿಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, that is what here across the board industries are struggling with the talent retention, and asset management sector is no different. The lure of fintech firms and other financial services organizations offering attractive working conditions is improving difficult for asset managers to compete with. To combat this, asset managers are turning to more agile working models, offering greater flexibility around working hours and locations. That is here ಅವನ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಅವರ್ಸ್ ಸೆಟಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಈಗ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಅವರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ 12 hours ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಸಾರಿ 8 hours ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಬರೋಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಮಿಡ್ ನೈಟ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡೋದು. ಅವನ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ಥರನೇ ಕೊಡೋದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನು, ಓಕೆ ಹೋಮ್ ಟೌನಿಗೆ ಹತ್ರ ಆಗೋ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತಾ, ಓಕೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಮ್ ಟೌನ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಕೊಡೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಟ್ ವೇಸ್ ಟು ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಫರಿಂಗ್ more opportunities for professional development. Okay, so this is another recent trends. And another thing is supply chain resilience and agility. Okay, supply chain resilience and agility means nothing but how the distribution channel will be going to used in the organization. Okay, the first of these new priorities, resilience, addresses the challenges that have made supply chain a widespread topic of conversation. The second is agility will equip companies with the ability to meet rapidly evolving, increasingly volatile customer and consumer needs. ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಚೈನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ನಾನು ಮುಂಚೆನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಚಾನಲ್ಲು ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರರ್ ಟು ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ಸು, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮತ್ತು ಮಿಡಲ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸು, ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರರು, ಹೋಲ್ಸೇಲರು, ರಿಟೇಲರು, ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ಸು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರರ್ಸು, ಹೋಲ್ಸೇಲರು, ಏಜೆಂಟು, ರಿಟೇಲರ್ಸು, ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರರ್ಸ್ ಟು ಹೋಲ್ಸೇಲರು, ಹೋಲ್ಸೇಲರ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಚೈನನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ರೆಸಿಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಓಕೆ, ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅನದರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಎಜಿಲಿಟಿ. Agility means the consumer needs and preferences. So as I already told, there will be one research and development team in the organization. They will be going to collect the needs and preferences of the consumers. Okay, based on that thing, they are going to produce the product in the company. Okay, supply chain agility refers to a company's ability to quickly adjust its strategy, particularly in procurement, inventory management and delivery, to meet rapidly changing supply chain requirements. Right? So here agility means I ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ನೀಡ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ನು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಚೈನಿಗಂತ ಬಂತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜೀಸ್ನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಟೈಮ್. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಸರಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿನ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸರಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅದರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೂ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಹಾಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜೀಸ್ನ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೊಕ್ಯೂರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಿಗೆ ರಿಕ್ರೂಟ್ಮೆಂಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ರಾ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಕ್ಯೂರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಆವಾಗ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, ರೈಟ್? And when it comes to inventory management, that is how much we need to kept in as a physical stock, and how much we need to kept in work in progress stock, and how much we need to kept in full stock pledged, okay, and how much we need to keep in warehouse, and how much we need to distribute to the consumers, right? These things they need to maintain. And delivery to meet rapidly changing supply chain requirements means that is distribution channels, whatever there are things I have discussed now, 5 channels, manufacturer to consumers, these things. This is the another trend. So these are all the different recent trends in current asset management. Okay, so the things are a strong data strategy, improved investor reporting, end of the 65/40 portfolio, ESG reporting and disclosures, and digital transformation and analytics, talent retention strategies, supply chain resilience and agility. Okay, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ವೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್, in an organization for everything the management is required. Okay, management, if there is no proper management, then the organization sustainability will not works out. Okay, so this is the thing. And if you found any doubt in this video or in any explanation further you needed, please put in a comment box or message me so that I can convey the concept in much another divergent way. Okay, if you have any doubts you can get clarified with me. Okay, so hereby I will stop this video, and as usual like it and subscribe for my channel for the next updates.